we need to talk. This video is about the iPad door that I was kind of creating for the car. I've run into a lot of roadblocks. I don't know if anybody has tried to come up with a product and try to sell that to people. You might have a great idea, but without a ton of money, without a bunch of help, without going large scale, it's really hard to get that product out there. And that's what I'm running into. I first started with this right here. It was just a proof of concept thing. The iPad fit in here, worked actually really good. I just had it stuck to the door and it worked really well. I decided to take apart that door. This is actually the back of the door that comes in the 3. And then I filled in with wood and resin, epoxy resin, and I made a working prototype while using the actual piece. I then took that to somebody who scanned it and made CAD drawings for me. He gave me the drawings and he actually 3D printed one. And I used that in the video to take pre-orders for it. And I figured it would take about, I figured a price of $200 for the unit. It's a plug and play thing. I figured it would take about 200 units sold to cover the cost of everything and to make a little bit of money on it, but to cover the cost of production, because mold making is very expensive, especially if you go injection molding. I figured it would cost about that much money with a little bit of profit for my time and effort that went into it. No one really contacted me back. I emailed, called a few people. When you're talking about only 200 units, it's small potatoes. People are looking for bigger things that they can run days worth of stuff. My original thought was to use carbon fiber in the material, and that made it way too pricey. I quickly found out that was not going to work too well, and there was no need to do carbon fiber unless you just wanted a wow factor. There's a local company here that I've been meeting with that uses a type of vacuum forming, but not really vacuum forming. They were having issues with these corner pieces. They were having issues. Let's just put it that way. A lot of you guys had issues about charging. I actually came up with an idea for charging with using wireless charging, because as you see right here where the charger would go, there's not much room for that. So I actually had wireless charging on the back of my prototype, my 3D printed one, which they still have it. They're sending it to me. There was a lot of problems with it that came down the road. Like any product, you're gonna have some roadblocks. I was able to maneuver around them, except for the one of production. And probably if I would have spoken to a company and said, hey, I'm gonna do 1,000 of these things, then awesome. They would say, yes, we can do that. We'll injection mold it. It'll cost this much money to injection mold it. You can almost get a Model 3 for that. Well, not really a Model 3, maybe a BMW 3 Series. But then you'd have 1,000 units of this. And then what do? You got a lot of money set out there and a lot of product. Because of the charging situation, I believe we only got like 32 pre-orders. I've put some money into this already in prototyping and CAD drawings and things like that. I'm at the point where I'm done talking to other companies. I'm not gonna deal with the one company that really contacted me back. They can't really do what I want. They sent back my 3D printed model, or they're sending it back anyway. And I am going to refund everyone's money if they would like. Here's why I say if you would like. I'm more than happy to refund your money, the ones that bought it on my Etsy store. But I'm actually going to take, well, not this one, because I'm gonna take the 3D printed one, fill in all the grooves, paint it, get a nice smooth finish on it, and I'm gonna make a mold myself. I'm gonna make a mold and pour resin in, so I have a really nice one for myself, and that mold's gonna be out there. So I can actually make more of those out of that same mold if you would like. If you don't wanna cancel your order, I would gladly make one for you when I get the process down for myself, and I'll ship it out to you. That's the problem with small companies run into, is production. Something out of wood. You see, I'm in my wood shop here. I'm actually moving this to put the garage in there. I unhooked everything. I'm sliding everything this way to put up that garage door. Something out of wood I can make that. To make 200 units wasn't going to take them long. The process involved and the time, I don't think is worth it for them. I think that's what it boiled down to. The time and the effort wasn't worth it. And that's what you run into when you're doing small units, small amounts of stuff. So like I said, I'm more than happy to refund the money. It's actually still sitting there in Etsy. I can just click a button, it refunds everything, the shipping, everything right to you, and no harm, no foul. But for those select people that actually want the product, that would be cool, because it will be shiny black just to match. I'm gonna use a black resin material, high temperature resin. It's sad that it can't be done. These can't be 3D printed. I've already tried going that route. You're not gonna get the finish out of them. It's gonna take a lot of material. It's gonna take a lot of time. You're still gonna have to paint them afterwards. It's just not worth it. So it really sucks, really sucks. But the good part is I have this shop still, and even though I'm closing some of it off with a garage down that way for my Model 3, it's gonna look just like a Tesla showroom. It's gonna be awesome. I still have all this other space to actually make these things out of resin. I'm gonna make the molds. I'm actually gonna make 2 molds, one for an iPad mini 4 and one for an iPad mini 1 through 3. Those are the same sizes. With the garage build, with making videos Monday through Friday. This video is going out Saturday. This is not the typical video, that's why I'm putting it on Saturday. But if you're patient with me, I'm gonna try to get it done before Thanksgiving? No. Christmas? No. Yeah, probably Thanksgiving. I'd like to get it done before my birthday, which is next month. Maybe Thanksgiving. But I'll keep you posted on it, and at any point in time, if you want to cancel it during that process. If you want to wait to see the one I make and then cancel it, then that's fine too. I'm still gonna make myself one because I think it's a great idea and I love it. And if anybody would else like to order it as well, you can. There's gonna be a link in this video to place that order on Etsy. You'll just be pushed at the end of the line from the ones that have already ordered it, because I'm gonna do them in order. Unlike Tesla, I'm gonna do these in order of receiving the orders. So again, it sucks, but you gotta roll with the punches. You can't let things like this get you down. So I'm gonna get back to moving stuff in the shop. I gotta move that big box back there. I gotta move it this way, and that thing's heavy. That's my spray booth. I gotta move everything down so I can put the wall up and move some electrical up on the ceiling there. I gotta get all that done before I can really start putting the 2x4s down on the ground and sticking up in the air. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I answer everyone's questions and comments. Stay positive, stay awesome, and I'll catch you on the next one.